Welcome to SFN, your preeminent source for space and defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts. Loyal to the left foil here at Houston Mission Control and Alara of Sirius in low Earth orbit. And we're here live every Sunday night.
Welcome to Space Force News, number 21, Sunday nights.
What up, Space Peeps?
What's going on, Space Peeps? Guess what? I can see the chat. I can see YouTube, and I can see D Live. We are so winning tonight, Foil. We're winning. So
I'm
hello.
loyal to the left foil.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. You're looking great tonight, Foil.
I'm getting ready for my move to Portland.
Right?
Going totally incognito.
Your look matches your Twitter account.
I'm telling you, I've been practicing.
Hi, Iodine. Hi, Suiterbug. US Anon. Mikey. Rainbow Snuggle Fritz. Double Key. Wow, it's cool to see everybody in one place. This is really exciting. We are live on Foxhole, D Live, and YouTube, correct? See, she got rid of her goatee, guys.
I couldn't keep it.
I thought it was great, right?
It was pretty funny.
Right. If we could have pulled it off with a straight face, it would have been better. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's in a good mood. I hear we get to compete with David Wilcock tonight, so this is super exciting. I love it when David Wilcock goes live at the exact same time as me. That's always makes for a lot of excitement.
It's a conspiracy.
Right. So how was your week, Foil? How's it? You hanging in there? I hear you still got a Twitter. You're winning. So, you know.
Hey, I'm as surprised as the next guy.
Yeah, your camouflage seems like it's doing wonders. Can I get a 5x5 in the chat, guys, if our audio is all good on wherever you're located? We can't see the Foxhole chat. I'm not sure how that works, but I'm sure I'll get that figured out here at some point. I'm just glad we're working on everything and without an issue now. So yeah, hey, I'm good, Foil. I'm good. You know,
Are you zen'd up? Are you at peace?
Yeah, I'm in a totally goofy mood, and
I see.
Yeah, it's always good when the commander's in a goofy mood, huh, guys? Thank you for the 5x5s in the chat. Hi, Yvonda. Hi, Joheen.
Oh, David has major buffering issues.
David
Wilcock?
Oh,
maybe
no.
People will come
well,
over
maybe
and
that's
hang
why.
out.
Hi, Princess Palm. Hi, Rook Castle. Wow, it's so good to see everybody. Desert Fire. Neo, what's up? Roseanne Gardner. Some of these names, man. T-Jenner, Kim Payne, Little Birdie. I wonder if that's our little birdie or a different little birdie. Okay.
Our little birdie is something else.
So, for tonight, you guys, first of all, let me thank Super Chats from last week on Space Force News, YouTube, President-elect Doe, from the last interview with Tim Saunders, Danielle Harper, and I don't really know how to keep track of the D Lives in that way, so I'll just thank the top contributors, CK Whitehorse 180, Morning Flower, and Blue Phoenix. So for our show tonight, guys, we have NASA Busted, UFO Data Dump, Barbara Barrett has resigned, Tiwan policy change, SAS ET response unit.
Hey.
Right?
Somebody's got to do it.
Space Command moves to Alabama. Russia gives a hard pass on Starlink. They are not into it whatsoever. Gates is buying up the farmland. We got UFOs and Moors. UFOs and Moors. Did you hear that?
UFOs and Moors.
Yeah, we got UFOs and Moors.
UFOs and Moors.
Yeah.
Right.
Stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick commercial break from our sponsor.
Sweet home Alabama.
Do you want to bring balance to all the wireless radiation fields in your life, including 5G? The Omnia Radiation Balancer is a small sticker you can stick on any device. It changes the state of the field and creates a new resonance between the wireless radiation and your energy field. On the link below, you'll see all our testing results that show how the body responds excellently once you've made this change in your life. Plus, here's a special discount code at the store. Just enter SFN at the checkout. It's easy to bring balance back to your body with the Omnia Radiation Balancer.
I love Sunday nights, Foil. It's like I look forward to on Sundays all week. It is. So I love hanging out with our space peeps. Hi.
She gets super amped, guys.
Did it always say detox with Tessa? Oh, it used to say drink
you're
with
on
Tessa.
D-Live.
Now she's on
that's 'cause-
Detox. she
Well,
changed
she's-
her name to Detox with Tessa.
On D-Live, she's detox.
Oh, really?
She's still drinking
That's
over
pretty
here
funny.
on YouTube.
Hey,
though.
Keystone, good to see you. Path, good to see you too. Hi, Brandy. Yeah, so many happenings this week in the space world, right? Space Command move headquarters. Like, there's so much going on. But you know what I wanted to start with, because we always like to start with something that's, humorous or interesting, right? So the Kate Awakening posted this in her Telegram channel. Yeah,
Kate Awakening.
The Kate Awakening, right. And I thought, it just touched me. I thought it was the coolest song. It totally resonates. And so I thought I'd play it for everybody else tonight. So here we go. Let's
hit it.
Let's check it out, everyone. See what they think. Oh, what? Better switch the screen. That'd be a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave, can you beam me up? I'm out on the street by the corner store, the one on 15th. Got a bright shirt on, so I'm easy to see. I've been down here stranded indefinitely. I can't reach my planet, but I need to leave. You should see these people, it's hard to believe how they treat each other. It's hard to conceive. Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave. Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave.
Me too, girl.
Yeah.
Me too.
You can ride on my ship, girl. Come for a ride.
They got their hungry, starving, nothing to eat, and the homeless living out on the street, and the sick are dying. Cricket police, politicians lying, criminals on the street.
Yeah.
I got 5-volt fuel if you need it from me. I'll sit in the back.
You got 5 on it.
Too deep.
Right.
Better lock the doors. These people are stealing cheap. Roll the windows off so we can ride off in peace. Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave. Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave.
I'm with you, girl. Getting more ghetto by the day.
Down here,
Man.
stranded indefinitely. I can't reach my planet, but I
Me
need
neither.
to leave. You should see these people. It's hard to believe how they treat each other. It's hard to conceive. Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave. Oh, Earth is
I love this.
ghetto.
I can see.
Oh, Earth is ghetto, I wanna leave.
Can I get some applause for her?
It's
I mean,
Earth is ghetto.
seriously,
I did
right? You
think-
tell she wrote that from her heart, too. Like, this
I
place,
know.
Starseed, she's like, this place is ghetto. I got to get in touch with my people and get off this planet.
Right. Get me out of
Yeah.
here.
Right? Same thought has occurred to me, day in and day out, right? I got to
Right.
give it to
I
her.
keep
So,
trying to asking Elon for a ride. He has yet to answer.
right? So this girl, her name is, it's Nikkia. Yeah, I need glasses. Oh, I can bring the screen closer. Hold on. Come on now. All right. It's
In the Kia?
Nikkialiah. Go and check her out. She is
Nikia.
yeah, an awesome starseed. Just bringing some joy and some truth, and I love it. I love it. So yeah, we'll have to link her channel below. Giving her a big shout out. Awesome song. I can so relate. And anytime you want to ride in my ship, girl, I got you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Hit
Come
her
chill,
up.
You can come chill with me in low Earth orbit. We can get away from
Got
the ghetto.
5 on
from-
gas too.
Right.
I mean, can't beat that.
Truth. All right. So, yeah. So, should we jump into some Space Force news, Foil? Loyal to
Hit
the
it.
Foil. I like your white
Right.
hat hoodie. It's pretty cool. White hat will like
yeah.
that.
White hat hoodie.
Right? We like our
comfortable,
white
too. I
hat
love it.
hoodie. He's probably mad at me. I haven't got my white hat fanny pack yet, but, you know.
Man,
Hey, the
you
struggle is
definitely
real.
need a white hat fanny pack
Right? Yeah. All
or
right,
a Space
so-
Mouse T-shirt. Feel free to
Right. Space
hit
Mouse.
up our TeeSpring.
Space
Right.
Mouse super soldier, Foil. Get it right. He's got a gun.
Space Mouse.
Yeah, he's got a
super.
gun and a
He
suit.
better have a gun.
Yeah. So
He's a mouse. I mean, God, he better have something.
hi, Mike K9111. Your name is very similar to a UFO channel that I watch sometimes. Interesting. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Furious Weasel, Patricia, Paradise Treasures. Good to see you. This is so cool to have all the chats in one location. The commander can't get over it. She's so excited. Okay.
You look super excited.
I am super excited. Okay.
I know. You're so happy
and
on Sundays.
I got a new flannel today. So yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'm
looking.
I've decided to start collecting flannels. I don't know why.
Supernatural.
I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm feeling like that's my thing lately. Like it's flannels. I don't know. It's me. It's very me, isn't it, not guys? It's me. Welcome to all the new folks in the chat. It's good to have you here. Spirish Million. Good to see you. Okay, so. Space Command to be located in Alabama, guys. So no longer to be at Peterson Air Force Base. We are now moving to Alabama.
I can dig it. I'm with it.
Right? The new permanent headquarters of U.S. Space Command responsible for America's military space forces will be located at Huntsville's Redstone Arsenal, Alabama, lawmakers revealed on Wednesday. I couldn't be more pleased to learn that Alabama will be the new home to the United States Space Command, said Governor Kay Ivey. He said on a statement on Twitter, which I wouldn't be able to see because I don't have a Twitter account anymore. Right. So Ivey said that an Air Force official, Deputy Assistant Secretary for Installations, Bob, I'm not even going to try, Moriarty called her earlier on Wednesday to notify her of the decision. Our state has long provided exceptional support for our military and their families, as well as rich and storied history when it comes to space exploration. This combination only enhances the outstanding relationships we have with the 65 diverse federal agencies on Redstone Arsenal, not to mention the growing presence of the FBI and other federal installations. Established in December 2019, U.S. Space Command is the military's 11th Unified Combatant Command. Mm-hmm. It is separate from the U.S. Space Force. Yeah. Which is responsible for organizing, training, and equipping space forces. Space Command, meanwhile, employs forces from each of the military services to carry out directed missions in the space domain, according to the Pentagon. The command's predecessor, Air Force Space Command, was headquartered at Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado Springs, a location seen as a front runner in the competition. So you think they moved all the ETs and stuff too? Did they ship out too? Or did they get like, Oh,
I reckon NASA's in Huntsville. They probably got something underground there.
Did they have to ship out all the weird stuff at Peterson? They're like, all right, everybody, pack it up. We're moving to Alabama. We're moving to Bama.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
roll Tide.
Right. Roll Tide. Is
that right?
Yeah. Yeah. I love me some Yellow Wolf. You know that for.
Oh man, he's one of my favorites too.
Man, I love me some Yellow Wolf. That's my dark alter ego right there.
Right.
All right.
Well, in all fairness, Alabama's a good location for it. They've got good
Bama.
weather. Good. They've already got NASA mess there. I don't know that the FBI presence would be the main selling point, but whatever.
So Lotus says, hi, good to see you, Lotus. Logically, it must be so Alara, so I would think. Yeah, I'm thinking they moved whatever or it's probably moved a long time ago. But either way, maybe we have to find I wasn't so, just so you guys know, I wasn't so impressed with the UFO data dump. Now, granted, I've only gotten 8 documents in.
I was say, how far have you gotten? There's a bajillion documents.
It's heavily redacted, right? And so far, I haven't found anything too interesting. But anybody that would like to join the Discord hunt, I'm trying to get it forming where we can. I know there's a lot going on right now, and UFOs isn't like the most pressing issue. We're all wondering what's going to happen.
Well, then people have their priorities askew.
Right. But when you get to the point that you decide that UFOs are now of importance to you, we need to figure out what's in those. Let me know. I'll send you a Discord link, and you can join the dig. Because I feel like we really need to go through those. So, yeah, I didn't find anything too crazy. Not even anything that I would even announce on the show. In the first 8 PDFs.
Would they dump like 1 million pages, 2 million? Like it was a lot.
I don't know. Way more than the commander can go through anytime soon. So I'm going to need some help on that. All right. So Colorado lawmakers are angry over losing to Alabama on Space Command
they're
headquarters.
big mad.
Yeah. They're
big
pissed.
Mad.
Yeah. Colorado's pissed. Yeah. So Colorado lawmakers are unhappy with the Air Force's decision to move U.S. Space Command's headquarters to the Army's Redstone Arsenal in Huntsville, Alabama. I just want to go there and take some pictures, we can go wear all the camouflage and just troll around and take pictures and stuff. That sounds more appealing to me than
Alara, I told you I've been working to increase my redneckery.
Right.
I would like for you to come. We could go.
We can go
in the
Bigfoot hunting
truck.
while we're
Yeah,
there.
it'll be great.
Yeah,
I got everything we need. Camo, guns, we got it. Here, we'll just go. It'll be great.
It'll be great. We'll take pictures.
We'll fit right in.
Yeah, we'll see if they'll talk to us, or I don't know. We got to do that though.
We could try. Make our little fake press passes.
Yeah.
Are we bringing the Kate Awakening?
It sounds more. I don't know. We might need to.
Might need her.
We might need a distraction, so we might have to bring her.
That's always the plan.
I'm sure she'd be down with it. She'd be down with it. It's a lot more interesting than going to Tesla and trying to find the toilet scrubbing robots.
I'm still sold on the Tesla mission, man. I'm telling you.
Well, you know.
There's a lot going on in Austin. We probably find a lot of interesting things if we had a mission to Austin.
All right, SpaceCom, which was reactivated in August 2019, has been temporarily housed at Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado Springs. It will remain the provisional location until facilities at Redstone are ready, according to the Air Force. But Democratic Senators Michael Bennet and John Hickenlooper, right? Hickenlooper, don't see a reason to move SpaceCom when their state already offers a robust space-focused infrastructure with multiple bases.
What y'all need to go to Alabama for? Right.
Got everything you need right here.
It's already here.
Right. Including nearby Schriever Air Force Base and Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station, supporting the military's mission. It does seem like they're kind of bouncing away from the other locations that you'd think they, but considering they can move anyways underground.
Well, I'm just saying, like anything you're
allegedly
doing, if you're too far west, it's a little too blue out there for me.
We are deeply disappointed that Trump administration is trying to move Space Command from Colorado. They're blaming it on Trump. Look. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. We are deeply disappointed the Trump administration is trying to move Space Command from Colorado to Alabama. The senators said in a joint statement Wednesday, "We do not believe this decision reflects the best choice or even a rational choice."
Oh, it's irrational now.
Yeah, this is coming from military.com too. Or even a rational choice for our national security and ability to confront threats in space. In November, the service selected 6 candidate locations to host SpaceCom. The bases included Redstone, Kirkland Air Force Base. Oh, that's a big surprise. Offutt Air Base. Isn't Offutt in Antarctica?
No, it's in Nebraska.
Oh, it's in Nebraska? Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah. Patrick Air Force Base in Florida, Port San Antonio at Kelly Field, Texas, and Peterson in Colorado. While Redstone is the service's preferred location, the Air Force said in a separate release that the other locations remain reasonable alternatives until an environmental impact analysis on Redstone is complete. The final decision is expected in 2023, according to the release. Oh, so they're not leaving anytime soon.
Oh, they're about to hate. They're about to hate on Redstone. They're going to say, "Oh, the environmental impact is going to be so terrible. We've got to bring it back to Colorado." Watch. Right. I want to put bets on that now. That's ridiculous.
I wonder who's really wants it in Colorado.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You
Last month, Bennett, Hickenlooper, and other officials sent a letter urging President Donald Trump to keep the command in Colorado. The senators. I wonder why Trump doesn't want it there. That's interesting. The senators also cited reports that it had been the Air Force's top choice until Trump personally got involved. Whoop whoop. Yeah. We are concerned by rumors that the Trump White House influenced the decision for political reasons, Bennett and Hickenlooper said. We will work closely with the Colorado delegation to ensure the Biden administration reviews this purported decision. We believe a process based on the merits will keep Space Command in Colorado. There is no role for politics when it comes to our national security. So they're blaming this on a political move.
Listen, they are now going to blame every single thing they don't like for however long on Trump.
Yeah, well.
And, I mean, Alabama is, in fairness, a very red state and full of a lot of good Trump-loving folk. Of course they don't want it there. Right.
All right, well, partnerships key to Space Force delivering warfighting capabilities. Let's see here. The Space Force is responsible for delivering space capability to the joint coalition forces, including such items as navigation. Yeah, that was a combination of navigation and timing. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did.
So including such items as navigation, timing, electromagnetic operations, orbital welfare, orbital.
That's next.
Warfare.
Don't worry. They're coming with the orbital welfare very soon. I'm sure. We need orbital welfare. Absolutely.
Orbital warfare, It's weird I get stuck on words. Okay. GPS, missile warning, satellite communications, and launch space domain awareness. Many of those capabilities have been forward deployed to the Middle East and other areas for some time, said Space Force General David D. Thompson, the Vice Chief of Space Operations, who provided virtual remarks yesterday to the Association of Old Crows regarding space operations. To continue to provide these and future capabilities, it's important that the Space Force has an effective and digitally fluent workforce that's adequately trained and educated to operate systems and networks in the cyberspace domain in a cyber-secure manner, he said. Thompson stressed the service's reliance on partnerships. The Space Force relies on the commercial sector for innovative ideas, prototypes, and experimentation, he said. They can design, develop, build, and field them rapidly. The idea of prototyping quickly involves some risk of failure. Yeah, just ask Elon. He could tell you all about it. But even failure can lead to solutions that spiral development, he said. Partnerships with the Joint Force, Combatant Commands, and Defense Department agencies is also important, he said. We have enduring relationships with the National Reconnaissance Office and the rest of the intelligence community, he said. We not only stop laughing at me, I can hear you in my head, Foyle.
I can't help it.
We not only need to maintain those, but deepen those as well, especially because we're now partners with them in the need to defend and protect these capabilities from threats. The United States can no longer afford to go at it alone when it comes to space capabilities, Thompson said. We see nations who want to grow and evolve their space capabilities, who want to use them for economic purposes, who want to use them for civil and public safety purposes, who also want to use them for national security purposes. We see a lot of common ground with them and a lot of common interests, he said. So they're basically talking about, you remember a couple shows back when we were talking about England, and there was a couple other places that were wanting to
Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
Get their space forces going. That's what this is all about.
We're going to see more of this. Our traditional allies working like the regional ties that we normally see. We're going to see that extend into space as well, different partnerships. But then, we talk about this almost every week. We're going to see this growing amalgamation between defense and private corporations coming together to build things. Like we saw the beta test with Elon. I mean, with what they're doing with Starlink, it's going to be a burgeoning field for sure.
Yeah, Russia's pissed about that too. They're not having it.
Russia's always mad about something.
All right. So Air Force Secretary Barbara Barrett to depart before inauguration. I found this to be rather interesting that she's bouncing right now. So Air Force Secretary Barbara Barrett will resign from her post prior to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration ceremony next week, according to an announcement. Why is she bouncing? I mean, obviously, it looks as though he's going to be inaugurated, and now she's bouncing. So I think that's interesting, right?
Assuming that happens, he's going to go in and install loyalists everywhere anyway.
Right. The Air Force will host a retirement ceremony for Barrett, its fourth female secretary, Friday at Joint Base. I'm not even going to try to say that.
Anacostia Bowling.
Anacostia Bowling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at Joint Base Anacostia Bowling in Washington, D.C., the service said in an AF military post on Tuesday. The Senate confirmed Barrett to be the 25th Air Force Secretary in October 2019, following the departure of Heather Wilson. President Donald Trump announced via Twitter in May 2019 that Barrett was his pick after Wilson had vacated the job weeks earlier to take a university position in Texas. Barrett had previously been nominated for the job in 2003, but was never confirmed, according to a report from Defense News. Barrett is the first service secretary to announce her departure. Dr. Will Roper, Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Acquisition, Technology, and Logistics, is also expected to step down. Defense News reported in December that Biden administration is weighing keeping Army Secretary Ryan McCarthy in his position for at least another year. However, it is unclear whether this is still on the table in the wake of a delayed National Guard response to insurrectionists storming the Capitol last week.
Insurrectionists.
Army Secretary plays a major role in authorizing guardsmen in the District of Columbia since it has no governor. Officials said Barrett would remain in her position until the inauguration. So as soon as the inauguration happens, she's out, right? Service secretaries have typically resigned or offered to leave when a new administration comes in, but there have been exceptions. Michael Donnelly, the 22nd Air Force Secretary, was nominated by President George W. Bush in June 2008 and confirmed months later. President Barack Obama appointed him to the position in 2009. Robert O. Work, the Deputy Secretary of Defense under the Obama administration, attended his retirement ceremony even as he agreed to stay on in an acting capacity under the Trump administration, according to Defense News' Aaron Mehta. The server noticed that Thursday's ceremony will also honor Roper Air Force Undersecretary Sean J. Manasco, Comptroller John P. Roth, General Counsel Thomas E. Ayres,
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Assistant Secretary of the Air Force for Installations, Environment, and Energy, John W. Henderson. She's out. She's done.
Yeah.
She's like, no Trump, I'm out.
Under Biden,
Yeah.
right? Especially in the military. I mean,
yeah. So that's that. Blue Origin steps toward human space flight with stunning launch video. I watched it, and it was like, we'll catch a second of it. We'll check it out here. Let's see. I can't get the song out of my mouth. Earth is ghetto. I wanna. Right? I love it. All right, let's check it out.
It is though.
Do we have to watch these people talk? Please.
Elon's got to be mad,
right?
They nailed the landing.
You remember the old school rockets in the 80s, man? These things are way cooler. I will say that though. They land, they go down and they land and all that. They're
right.
They're kind of. For rockets, they're
Origin stuck the landing.
Right. It looked a little rocky, right? It didn't look quite as smooth, but they made it happen. So
well, considering it didn't explode
right, that's
Elon's
for sure
thing did, right? Yeah.
Blue Origin successfully launched the 14th. I may want to pull the article up. Blue Origin successfully launched the 14th New Shepard mission Thursday, sending its crew capsule into space and taking the biggest step yet towards making human spaceflight a reality for the company. The mission, which launched at 11:17 a.m. Central Time from the Blue Origin's West Texas site, launched the firm's latest crew capsule design fitted with an array of upgrades designed to make flights more comfortable. Its sole occupant, a dummy dubbed Mannequin Skywalker, right? Sat in one of the capsule's 6 seats. The latest success brings commercial human spaceflight closer than ever for the firm. The company, founded by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, plans to launch up to 6 people into space with the New Shepard rocket. The capsule will fly past the Kármán line. So we still haven't sent people up there. It's just a dummy at this point, right? But I can't wait till they send the first people up there. Right? That's going to be exciting. You can come back. You tell everybody the Earth is not flat. They may or may not believe you, but that'll be exciting, right?
Hey.
What?
Don't you make me talk about the firmament.
Right? Let's not go there. Okay, so where was I? The capsule will fly past the Kármán line, the 100-kilometer high border that separates Earth's atmosphere from outer space. Passengers will feel forces 3 times stronger than Earth's gravity as they enter space and float back down to West Texas. I don't really know if that would be considered floating, friend. And that
just falling at an extremely rapid pace.
That doesn't feel like a floating vibe to me. It just doesn't.
I don't know. I bet man, listen, space tourism is about to be all the rage. I'm with it.
And I'm ready to go. I mean, except it just...
I told you.
Getting there in a rocket seems really inefficient.
In Virgin Galactic. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but even if they disclose the UFOs, I don't see them letting us ride in them anytime soon.
Man, hell no.
So I think we're stuck with rockets for a while, you guys.
Yeah, or the elevator.
Right?
We need the space elevator.
We need to find out if the elevator's there or not.
Space elevator.
Space elevator. All
right.
These I thought it said beef tips. These beef tips. No. These brief trips to space are designed purely for enjoyment, not to take astronauts out to the International Space Station or even Mars. A la SpaceX Crew Dragon. The cabin is 530 cubic feet with windows that can transmit 92% of visible light. Astronauts will be invited to take off their harnesses, float around the cabin, and practice some moves before they return to Earth.
See, I'm with it.
Why didn't you let them out, man? At least let them go walk around the moon or something. Hey, they got we're going to cover this later. They got,
oh yeah.
Hey, we got ATVs on the moon, guys. Something's going
Somebody's
on.
Up there doing
Somebody's
something.
up there doing wheelies on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donuts like in the snow.
Yeah.
I'd love it.
Yeah, on the light side of the moon. We're going to show you this later, but somebody's up there having fun.
Those are clearly tracks. Like, there's nothing they could say those are tracks.
They're clearly tracks.
Yeah.
But you know what they're going to blame it on. It's going to be, oh, that was our lander. He was doing wheelies
he was doing
wheelies and figure eights on the moon for no reason. You know, he got lost. Yeah, he got lost. Telemetry. Yeah, he got.
Of course.
That's what they're going to say.
Yeah.
So you get to float around the cabin, practice some moves before you get to float back down to Earth. Thursday's flight was the first for this iteration of the New Shepard's booster, the fourth New Shepard booster overall. The first 2 booster designs have been retired, while the third has completed 7 successful missions in a row from December 2017 to October 2020. The first 3 carried uncrewed payloads to space, but Booster 4 will be used in crewed missions, according to the firm. In preliminary post-launch statistics, the team announced the crew capsule reached an apogee of 350,827 feet. It reached a maximum ascent velocity of 2,242 miles per hour over the course of the flight, which lasted 10 minutes and 15 seconds. So, yeah.
You know what they're going to charge people for 10 minutes and 15? It better be longer than that when they
put
a
lot more than we got. Yeah. A lot
more,
a lot more than we have. All right.
We'll take up donations when it's time.
So, yeah, Russia might issue fines for using SpaceX Starlink internet service. They're like super pissed about this. They do not.
Because
they want to be able to control.
Is with the government.
Right.
We know this.
SpaceX is busy ferrying astronauts to and from the International Space Station these days, but that's not all Elon Musk's aerospace firm is doing. It's also gearing up for Mars colonization effort and deploying a satellite internet constellation called Starlink. You can get Starlink internet in a few places, but Russia doesn't want any of its citizens going through the SpaceX system as it expands. In fact, the country has floated the idea of fining people for using Starlink or other foreign satellite internet services. Starlink relies on the same basic premise as traditional satellite internet. The subscriber on the ground has an antenna which they point upward to communicate with the space-based network. Services like Hughes and Viasat have been around for years, offering mediocre speeds for an exorbitant amount of money. You can, right? Hey, man. Don't be so mean. It is what it is. Right, don't be so mean. Yeah. So you can't blame them too much. Launching satellites is expensive unless you're SpaceX, unless you're the king of Mars. It's quite an expensive venture. The company is constantly launching batches of 60 Starlink satellites aboard its Falcon 9 rockets, which are much easier and cheaper to launch thanks to SpaceX reusable design. There are currently almost 1,000 nodes in the Starlink network, but the company is approved for 1,200 total satellites to provide faster speeds.
12,000.
And cable-like latency. As it approaches that number, Starlink should be available globally, but Russian citizens might find their government discourages using Starlink. Russia is strongly invested in monitoring and controlling internet traffic. That's what it's all about, Foyle.
Of course. They've got that kill switch. I don't really blame them so much.
So, monitoring and controlling internet traffic among its people. In the Russian edition of Popular Mechanics, the report claims the government is looking at fines for anyone who uses Starlink or a similar Western satellite internet service. The fines could range from 10,000 to 30,000 rubles. For individuals who use Starlink, businesses could see fines of 500,000 to 1 million rubles. Any traffic going through a satellite internet service will bypass any controls or monitoring programs active within Russia. Russia's spaceflight chief, Dmitry didn't I see him in the news today, too? Dmitry Rogozin. How do you say his name?
I don't know.
Russia's spaceflight chief, Dmitry Rogozin. I could have swore I saw him in the news somewhere today. Do you guys have any idea what I'm talking about? Did anybody see it? Yeah, I could have swore he was in the news. I wish I could remember what it was. Criticized the U.S. government's support of SpaceX, which he considers a predatory geared toward projecting American power across the globe. However, satellite internet might be inevitable, as even those in rural areas have started expecting reliable connectivity. How dare they?
Right.
Right.
Oh, you want a good product?
Right.
What's wrong with you? I can see this being an issue in China come soon. They're gonna be raising the same kind of issues.
Oh, hi Kate. Hi Jace. Good to see you guys. Hi Gaffer and on. Okay, so last one in Space Force before we move on to the ever so depressing defense portion of the show.
Quit hating on my stuff, man.
It's not. We need it. It's necessary though. We have to go. What's going on with China? We have to know.
Right.
So
we have to know.
We have to know. SpaceX wins contracts for lunar lander environmental satellites launches. Look how many articles we've got through, and I haven't got the fake news button hit on me, not one time.
Well, you didn't have any fake news. That's all.
I don't know about wearing my flannels when I do the news because it gets a little warm in here with the lights, and then I'm stuck. But anyways.
Don't wash out now.
So maybe this was what was making the wheelies on the moon, man. I don't think this thing could make wheelies, though. It doesn't look like it could do that.
That was not. Somebody was driving whatever that was.
Somebody was driving. It looks like they were driving a dune buggy. I would say, it was like a side-by-side.
It was like a remote-controlled rover or something. But I don't know.
It had wheels, friend.
I'm aware. Will rovers have wheels?
I mean, we're going to show you guys. You guys can check it out, and you can let me know.
If they deny it, we'll know it's true. That's what we need to know.
Right? We'll show you guys here in a little bit. You guys know. At the end of the show, we'll go over the high strangeness on and off planet Earth. All right, SpaceX secured contracts January 13th for the launches of commercial lunar lander mission backed by NASA, as well as a privately funded satellite to track methane emissions. Intuitive Machines announced that it selected SpaceX for the launch of its IM-2 lunar lander mission on Falcon 9 rocket no earlier than 2022. IM-2 will land in the south polar region of the moon, carrying payloads arranged through the agency's commercial lunar payload services, CLPS program in October. The IM-2 mission will fly a drilling experiment called Polar Resources Ice Mining Experiment 1, Prime-1, which will look for water ice below the lunar surface. Intuitive Machines said that besides the Prime 1 drill, 2 other NASA technology payloads will fly on the lander. Intuitive Machines also selected SpaceX for its first lander mission, IM-1. The spacecraft is scheduled to launch later this year as one of the first 2 CLPS lander missions. Both missions will use a lander design called Nova-C. Launching Nova-C on a rocket with a proven record of reliability and outstanding value is an assurance to NASA and our commercial payload customers that IM is dedicated to sticking the landing in back-to-back moon missions. Steve Altimus, President and Chief Executive of Intuitive Machines, said in a company statement. Intuitive Machines is one of 3 companies that have received NASA CLPS awards so far. Maston Space Systems, which won a CLPS lander mission to the South Polar region of the moon in April 2020, selected SpaceX in August to launch its XL-1 lander. Maston said at the time that its SpaceX contract does not cover a specific launch vehicle, but rather a service to get the spacecraft to the moon on the company's desired schedule. Astrobotic, that sounds kind of cool, actually. Astrobotic,
I like it.
Yeah, Astrobotic. It sounds like the name of like a rave, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, let's go down to the Astrobotic. You going? Yeah, I'm going.
The club, right?
It sounds like a
Go
club.
down to the Astrobotic Club, right?
Yeah, that'd be like a Hollywood club, you know? Maybe nowadays. I haven't been there in so long. I can imagine
I don't think they have clubs anymore these days.
In Hollywood?
That's done.
Do they?
Anywhere. I'm pretty sure that they just don't want people to have fun at all anywhere.
I mean, how does that work with a mask? Like, poor people that are having their Hollywood club days right now, man. How does that work, right? Get a fashion mask, right? Have it be part of your outfit.
They have them that flash messages, or like they have these like super high tech, like damn near full body things that you pull with their own self-contained breathing mess. Like it's ridiculous.
I'm glad I'm Generation X. I really am.
I know, right?
Right now, I'm extremely thankful that I am.
Right, I had my fun. I'm done. That's
having to go clubbing and go to the danceteria with a mask on. Come on now.
Ain't nobody trying to do all that.
No, come on. All right. So, where was I? Maston does not cover. Maston said at the time that its SpaceX contract does not cover a specific launch vehicle, but rather a service to get the spacecraft to the moon on the company's desired. Astrobotic. That's right. That's when we went. We went left with that. All right, I went left with that, and then you just followed suit. Astrobotic, which won an initial CLPS award alongside Intuitive Machines in May 2019, will fly the mission on the inaugural launch of the United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur. Woo! The United Launch Alliance's Vulcan Centaur in late 2021. Right. Astrobotic won a CLPS award in June for delivering NASA's Viper lunar rover to the South Pole of the Moon in late 2023, but has not announced the launch vehicle for that mission. Maybe it's a dune buggy.
Maybe it's a dune buggy.
Yeah, maybe we caught it, right? Or Mr. MRBBB 333. How many threes are there?
333 MRBB 333.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you do have a photographic memory, so that's easy for you.
It's not
I think it's difficult for
quite.
some of the rest of us. I love that they can post GIFs from D Live in here.
I
That's
can't
great.
see them.
Hi, Nicole. Good
Hi,
to see
people
you.
on D Live. Right?
Yeah, I can
can't
see
see
them.
them.
How come you can't see them?
Because I'm watching YouTube.
Oh, okay. Foil's watching YouTube, but I can see D Live. Yeah, I can see D Live. I can't post.
I'm actually
GIFs.
reading the articles as we go at the moment,
Okay,
but
right. Just making
You're
sure
right.
I don't completely mutilate all the words, right, Foil? In a separate announcement, Methane Stat, a subsidiary of Environmental Defense Fund, also known as EDF, said it will launch its
eponymous.
satellite on a Falcon 9 in October 2022. The spacecraft will launch through SpaceX's Small Stat rideshare program, project spokesman John Koifman said. SpaceX offers the readiness and reliability we need to deliver our instrument into orbit and begin streaming emissions data as soon as possible. We couldn't ask for a more capable launch partner. Stephen Hamburg, Methane Sat Project Colad said in a statement. Yeah, we don't need to go through any more of that. But yeah.
They're looking for water. They're going up there to find methane. Like they're going to start drilling. There's going to be all kind of.
They're rolling around in a
Space
side-by-side, doing figure eights.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up there making donuts.
They're doing something. I want to do that.
Getting down. Right?
Yeah,
Who doesn't want to do that? I love doing that in parking lots
I'm
now.
jealous.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm so mad I'm where I'm at. There was no snow, no ice, nothing.
So Mel Tulip says I have to buy lemons, etc. to get stickers. Is that correct? You know, Mel, no. For your stickers, you steal them from other people. They're like memes. You just steal them. So you click.
Oh, can you? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So what you do, guys, because nobody told me this, I had to figure it out the hard way. So say G Morty's got his, Pepe with an aluminum foil hat. That's amazing, by the way. You click on Pepe, and I believe maybe somebody else can correct me, but you click on Pepe and then you say add to favorites, and then it'll show up in the favorites section below, and then you can put it in there. So maybe if the mods can take over and instruct those peeps that don't know how, you just steal them from other people, just like memes, and
That's awesome. I would have been doing that if I'd have known that.
yeah, you just steal them from other people. You can only have 20 though, so when you gotta X out some of your stickers to get new ones, to steal new ones. So that's kind of how that works. Okay.
Sweet.
So yeah, that's it for SpaceX and Space Force. Now moving into the most depressing part of the show, which Foil does so brilliantly, right? She does depressing so well. I love you, Foil.
It's totally my
And your
milieu.
white hat sweater,
Right.
I haven't seen White Hat tonight. Is he here? He never comes on Sundays.
He might be creeping.
Yeah,
right. Well, he does. No. He does sometimes. But
Sundays?
no, he's
He
not.
usually
He's
doesn't.
definitely not on YouTube at the moment.
Okay, NASA scientist admits to lying in
Yeah,
China
imagine
trade
that.
secrets case. Man,
NASA scientists
NASA lying?
What?
No way.
I'm so surprised.
Come
right?
on, man.
Right. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Lying dog face pony soldier.
Right?
It's crazy. We already knew this. Like this guy, he actually just pled guilty. He admitted it and pled guilty. Maya Mayapan of Pacifica, California, pled guilty on Wednesday in federal court in New York, of all things, to one count of making false statements. Here's the thing. He's been working for NASA since like 1996. He was actually the chief scientist for exploration technology at like their nanotech center in California. China has this program that they call the 1,000 Talents program. And we've actually seen other people get knocked with this a lot over the past couple of years.
Oh,
specifically people from Harvard and whatnot.
Yep.
They will pay.
all
I mean,
connected.
obviously
It's
they
all
recruit
connected.
people.
Yep.
Yes. They recruit people and they pay them very well to give any kind of like, foreign tech info or intellectual property stuff. Like they sell it to the Chinese government. They call it their 1,000 Talents program. On top of that, I don't know if you realize this, but Chinese nationals that are in the United States, if they're here, on work visa or education or whatever, particularly those that have already pledged membership to the loyalty to the CCP, they're required to report back any information that they come across in their daily activities that may prove useful to the government. And if they're found not having reported this stuff, they can actually get into a lot of trouble when they go home. So I mean, China has been, and they've been at this for freaking decades. Well, this guy working for NASA admitted it. I mean, he admitted he held professorships in school. He was sending information. He took part in the program. He was stealing info from NASA. He may get up to 5 years in prison for this, which doesn't feel like enough to me, but okay.
Right.
How you going to sell, especially now?
Terrible.
Sell info to the government. I know,
it's happening left and right. We've been infiltrated, people. Just in case you're not aware.
Yeah,
we have been completely infiltrated by China. And
it's everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with the Harvard guy too. He got busted with the woo-foo thing not too long ago. And I know personally, we've talked about the Austin situation with these local city governments. They've all been bought and paid for by China guys.
The sister city programs, right. And even if it's not the people we know, maybe their wife is involved or whatever, and they're
follow the wives.
They've got these sister cities that they link up with, and I mean, that's. They call it's not like a back and forth partnership, except for maybe they get paid for information they send. I don't know, but whatever. It all sounds shady to me.
Shady.
Right?
Yeah, I think the election was only. I mean, we probably shouldn't go into it, but it's bad, right? Guys. It's bad, and it's just I guess what I'm saying is it's just a manifestation of what's been happening for a long time. So, okay, China warns Trump administration headed down dangerous path. Try that again. Path with Tiwan outreach. Are we playing the video or no?
No. You don't have to do all that. They, I don't know if any of you guys that are still left on Twitter saw Pompeo's tweets all day yesterday about China. Right. Mm-hmm. And I think last week we kind of touched on this, but we didn't really get into it. He lifted restrictions with our executive branch, different agencies and their interactions with their counterparts in Taiwan. For a long time, we had this hands-off thing. We could trade and stuff with Taiwan as long as we didn't officially recognize them, which would be, China felt like, we'll let you do what you want on the side, but you can't come out publicly and recognize Taiwan as its own independent entity. They're really against that. And they've been saying from the beginning, we are taking that island back one way or another, come hell or high water here shortly. Well, of course, now we see assuming inauguration of Chiden, Chiden goes on as planned. He's probably going to try and roll back a lot of this stuff. So Prez and Pompeo over the past couple of weeks, real quick, have been putting all this, these roadblocks in place. So it's not something that he can come in and just, kick out the door. They've got to actually do some work to pull these things. So, but recently Pompeo lifted a 40-year policy that was restricting official U.S. government's visits to Taiwan. We've seen trade increase. We've seen these big weapons deals going through. We have troops that were over there training them, which really made China mad. They were flying jets over like they was about to bomb some damn body not a month ago.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But, China has this overarching thing that they call the one China policy. Anything like Hong Kong, it was given special consideration because it was run by the British for the longest. Well, it went back, I think, in 96. Now it's one China policy. Taiwan, we're going to let you do your stuff on the side. In public, you call it one China policy. Well, this past week, Pompeo and Trump.
Akira says Beijing Biden.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I mean, they have really been trying to shift the policy hard over the past week, which is going to give Biden a hell of a headache when he comes into office. And I, for one, am glad.
Yeah.
Don't get all, I see you get all I know. Listen, I know. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I wish I had the fake news button right now. I'd hit the fake news button on you.
You don't want fake news.
That's right.
There you go. Is it fake news?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Wednesday is...
You're CNN. You're fake news.
Right.
You have an agenda.
There you go. It's an agenda.
Yeah, you have an agenda, Foil. You're fake news. Yeah.
Oh, you want to hit the fake news
Stop
button on
with your
me?
agenda, Foil.
That's hateful.
Yeah.
Damn, homie.
Biden team says recent Trump foreign policy moves feel like sabotage.
Right?
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah,
Wah,
wah.
wah.
All I can say is it's totally fake news. Just fake.
It's
It's
just
fake.
fake.
It's made up stuff.
It's made up stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know what to tell you. Yeah, they are big mad. I mean, they are big mad. This isn't even just with respect to China, right? I don't know if you saw that they said that they were gonna Cuba. That was gonna be, terrorist sponsored. There was a nation that was gonna be sponsoring terrorist acts. You remember we talked about what they were doing with the microwaves, making people sick in China and Cuba. Where do you think the tech came from?
I thought they did
now-
that to some soldiers in where was that? Pakistan or India?
That. China used it directly in India on the soldiers, but
Oh man, that's
for the
evil.
past several years, our diplomatic staff in both Cuba and China were having these headaches. They were getting sick. They didn't know why. Turns out they were using, on a lower setting, obviously, this microwave pulse weapon on our diplomatic locations there, making all the people sick. And I think we even talked at one point about how the intelligence community in Cuba and in Venezuela are tied. They roll tight. And now we've got Iran sending people to Venezuela directly, troops and armaments. There's a triangle. It's an axis of evil, people.
Right.
It's an axis of evil.
We're
And
literally
so
living the Second World War situation all over again.
Trump is trying to address all this before Wednesday. They mentioned Yemen. In Yemen, you've got Houthi rebels that are funded by Iran. Like, this is all about the axis of evil, people. This is what we're seeing. Venezuela, Cuba, China, Iran. Those are the problem places. And they're all tied together, So they're designating these, a lot of, like, the Houthi rebels, they're foreign terrorist organizations. Humanitarians are mad because there's a huge humanitarian crisis there, but
what was it that
somebody's gotta
Pompeo
call
said?
it what it is.
Pompeo said we've already been infiltrated, did he not? And General McInerney said that
Yes.
recently in an interview too, that we've already been infiltrated.
Yeah.
We're already at war with China, and it's a different kind of war because
They're
they're already in
here.
our borders, guys. They're already here.
Yes. They're
The whole thing about this is different with Space Force. People
Absolutely.
envision wars like they used to be, but they're not like that now. We live in the modern age. Space Force, there's space-based weapons, and they're directed energy weapons, and it's who controls the satellites and the data. It's literally who controls the data.
It's an information
It's an information war, right?
And secret. They got these secret.
Don't
ops.
expect it to look the same as it once did. It's not, hey, we're going to war, and then it's not like that. The Chinese have already infiltrated here.
Yes, they've been planting seeds for a long time, and Trump has been trying to stem the bleeding. Other administrations never wanted to even acknowledge that this was happening. Well, at least now this shit is so much in the public eye that there's what can you say? There's nothing you can say.
All right.
It's on the table.
And I don't even know what's going on with the troops. I don't think any of us really do. And if anybody claims that they know,
we don't know.
Probably.
You are fake news.
Right. Exactly. So the point is that I don't think any of us know, but it's concerning, right? Because we know that it's not for the reason it's stated, right? So we could speculate all day long on why that many troops are there and why they're locking that whole city
Whatever
down.
they're saying, the only thing we know for sure is whatever they're saying
is not the truth.
Is not the answer. Right. There you go.
So how this is going to play out, we don't know. Does it have to do with the China situation, the infiltration, we don't know. Would be speculation at this point, but it's going to be interesting to watch it play out because
we do love to ramp.
It's unprecedented. It's unprecedented. What we're seeing is unprecedented.
Yeah. Man.
It's
never in
it's
history.
a trip. Yeah, it's totally a trip.
Right.
Okay, so what were we on to next? I guess
okay,
Australia.
I think that we're almost done. Yes.
Australia, secret. No, we need to go through this stuff. It's never meant foil like, oh no, we're doing defense with foil.
I know.
That's it. I'm going to the bathroom. You handle it. No, it's not. It's not like that. We have to cover defense. This is important, especially right now with what's going on. You know what I mean?
Man, I really reined myself in on here too.
And like I said,
like
Foil, you are really good at doom and gloom. Like you really make it entertaining. And I could listen to you do some doom and gloom for a hot minute. So
who said in Sedona, like, if church were like this, I would go every week? Yes, I will preach.
That was probably Natalie. Okay.
No, it was somebody in the room with us, Kate maybe or
I don't know.
Nicole,
But
maybe?
I don't know, but that was
funny.
fun. Shout out to the Sedona peeps, man. That was
Right.
That was definitely fun.
Sedona crew.
Sedona crew.
Right.
What? All right. For Australia, a secret document raises
Thanks, Suter.
crucial. Thank you, Cedarbuck. I hope I didn't miss any super chats.
I don't even know because I was reading the articles too. If we missed it, we will shout you out next week. We promise.
Pair character with lovey-dovey eyes blowing red hearts in the air.
Look at that.
Oh, I got a visual and
Lovey
everything.
bears.
Yeah, I got the visual. That was super cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Like a pear.
Nice.
And he's blowing little hearts and yeah. Okay, so for Australia, a secret document raises crucial questions about U.S. foreign policy.
Okay, there was a document leaked, right? Here, let me set the stage a little bit. So
look at how good Trump looks in that picture. Look at that smile.
Look, he's smiling.
Look at Orange Man Rad. Yeah, look at Orange Man Rad.
Oh, look at Winnie the Pooh there. Like, why'd you take this picture? I don't want to stand next to this guy. I know Winnie. It's okay.
Who's this guy over here?
Right. Anytime we have these articles,
happy.
we need to.
Look at him. He's
we
so
need to
happy.
edit in Winnie the Pooh over President Xi there. I
The
think
commander needs some glasses like this guy, but with that tinting for the computer screen where I can actually read the articles.
The blue light stuff. Yeah, that'd be great.
I need some prescription glasses with the blue light thing right there. And
Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. Look, he's stoked. He's like,
happy.
I'm hanging out with the big dogs.
Right.
I know, right?
Yeah. He's like, look, I'm right here with Orange Man Rad.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we?
So with regards to China, in the area that they're talking about down there, we have seen a drastic expansion of the ties between Japan, Australia, India, and the United States. We're forming our own kind of a cooperative to try and stop the expansion and even the border incursions that have been going on with China. They have been really, really adamant about screwing with people in the South China Sea. They were messing with everything from Indonesian fishermen to going out there and building freaking islands that they then turned into like little weapons caches, right? Mm-hmm. And the United States was not directly addressing this. So everybody was like, the United States is letting its allies falter in this region because they're not directly responding. Well, this document was leaked, I think this past week, and somehow ABC got a hold of it. And basically, I think that Trump leaked the document so that people would see that the United States is not leaving their allies to get screwed by China down there. We've actually been increasing our ties. They've been building a stronger relationship and letting Japan, India, and Australia kind of take the lead in the region with us offering backup. Instead of it being American leadership, we're kind of more working in a group now with these guys. Everybody's picking up the slack.
D. Burke just said, girls, go over to Rumble when you finish. Red Pill 78 interviewed Bishop Larry Gators last night. Connect many dots. And then I did hear that was a really good interview, and I caught a little bit of it, but I would really like to finish that. And then Sean Joe says, already doing maritime patrols. And
we have our presence over there. Like they were saying, it was just to kind of stoke China's ire. That's not it. We're trying to build stronger connections between, like I said, and then with Taiwan being right there and us arming them and training troops there. I mean, obviously, Japan, Taiwan, Australia, and India have our backing. We're letting them take the forefront, but we have been sending a lot of resources into the region recently. I mean, even with Japan, we've seen weird stuff. We talked on Space Force News about how Russia was arguing with them over a chain of islands that's been in dispute since World War II. Well, Russia just flat out has claimed them now and started putting crap on their islands. Like it's clearly Japan's territory. So, I mean, they're being provoked by Japan or by Russia and China in myriad ways. So there's really a lot going on here. But in any case, the story is that the document was leaked, that the document kind of co-signed that, we are tied with these folks. We're going to help Taiwan. We're going to build a bigger partnership with, in the Indo-Pacific region there. And that we're going to, instead of being American leadership, we're kind of going to follow the lead of the people that are already in the area.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep.
Yeah, you seem super psyched.
Yeah, I'm
glad
super
to see
psyched.
it.
Hey, it's hard to follow you up sometimes, Foil. The way you end it with such energy, and you're like this and that and this and that. I'm like, what can I say after that? Like, yeah. I mean, how do I? You know what I mean? Like, I can't top that. Like, so I just go, okay. So on to the next start. Like, I mean, really, offer me up a suggestion here because I'd like to know how to follow that up because I don't have a fake news button. I don't have, anything that
I'm gonna get you one. if they'll even sell them anymore. I bet I can't even find novelty Trump stuff.
Or even
on sale
like
online
a noisemaker that makes little drum sound. Or like
Whee!
I gotta be able to follow that
Right.
up with some I'm just, you know, even like in the social media world, I'm more of like a meme person. I'm not really like a too many words, right? When I say words, that something's
all those
up.
damn words.
Yeah, when I
right?
decide to put some words down, like a whole bunch of them at once, you know, like woohoo, you know, because most of the time I say what I want
you know
with an
how I
image.
feel about this. Like the geopolitical situation gets me super amped because
I know.
people are being lied to
I know.
every freaking day,
Yeah.
and it's never what they're telling
And
us.
sometimes I avoid the whole situation too, because you know me. If I get on a political rampage, like that's it. I'm just gonna bop 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 bop. So
Right.
it's either no comment or because I know myself. You know what I mean? If I get going, I'm really gonna go, and I can't really go on the current platforms we're on right now. So like
Man,
like to go.
that's another thing, having to watch what the words that come out of my mouth because we are on YouTube at the moment.
Wah wah wah.
Right.
All right, scientists figured out how to stop time using quantum algorithms.
This
On to
definitely.
science.
Honestly, it's fake news. It's fake.
It's kind of, you know, kind of like
It
the.
is. They hype us up with these titles.
I know, dude.
Like
they be doing
when I
it.
first came across this, I was like, "Oh snap! What'd they do now?" Like then I go to read it. So apparently, right? Apparently they don't literally mean that the computers are gonna stop time. That they figured this out. What they did was they figured out how to use these computers to solve differential nonlinear equations, which are just super complicated.
Foil, while you're on that, I'm just gonna go turn my fan on before I melt in my chair.
Oh dear God!
Okay,
Have at
I'll
it.
be right back. So yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Can you know?
Oh, I'm gonna continue. Don't you worry. She'll just come back at some random point, like she's still talking. Yes, I'm still talking, right? So they're not really.
man.
Oh, that was fast. They're not really stopping time.
I mean, I
They've
didn't have to
used-
go and buy the fan at Walmart. You know, I just had to turn.
Well,
the
I
switch.
don't know. I thought maybe you'd go outside, have a smoke, come back, see if I was still ranting. Who knows?
I don't smoke. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Right? Okay.
so
Sorry, I
about
didn't mean to
that-
interrupt. All right, yeah, we're gonna run out of time because I won't shut up. All right.
You're good. It's all good. Yeah, they're not really stopping time. They figured out how to make a computer, how to get these
Wah,
computers
wah,
to
wah.
essentially solve a problem the instant it's inputted, right? So they just wouldn't spend any time solving the problem, right? I got super excited when I saw this, but
All right.
I mean, it is
so
kind
can
of
we-
important.
We're running
Yes.
out of time, so should we move articles now then? Because
Oh
we're
God, we're already at an hour.
yes,
Okay, how about this? Go to the next article.
yes, ma'am.
Discovery in space, FM radio signal coming from Jupiter's moon Ganymede.
Right, coming from Low Country Patriot, also known as the Brooklyn Way, also known as you gotta you're like me, you gotta narrow it down to one name, friend. We can't have
Right.
Yeah, we can't have like 6 different names on social media.
Unfortunately, this is another one of those articles that's
That would be another example of, as you say, fake news.
They-
they
true,
wait it
it's
like
true.
we
Yeah.
got, oh my God,
Yes,
there's Wi-Fi
FM
coming
radio
off of
signal.
Ganymede,
It's coming
right?
from Jupiter's
oh,
moon.
the aliens
Ganymede.
are there.
Yeah, and
No.
there's alien life.
Fully-
Look, check it, read
right.
this. Yeah, and it's no.
Fully natural process.
Yeah.
Decametric radio emissions. Planets emit radio signals all the time. They've known about it since the 50s. They got us all amped up for nothing, right?
Yeah. So sorry, guys. There's
Next
no
article.
there's no ET Wi-Fi on Ganymede.
No, there is not.
Clickbait.
I know.
We need a button
right?
that just says clickbait.
Clickbait, right?
Clickbait.
Bruh.
But right, that would have been cool if there was. Oh, I didn't even show him the article. Well, you can't let me do that. You got to stay on me. You can't be like, I can't be, talking about the article.
I'm over here yelling about stuff. I mean,
Right.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
right?
this was the article I was supposed to show you a minute ago, but I didn't
Right.
show it to you. So we'll go ahead and go back to
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
FM radio signal. I'm like, what are they listening to? Right?
Right?
Nothing.
Oh man, magic mushrooms grow in man's blood after
Yeah, this
injection with
was kinda
shroom
trippy.
tea.
Yeah, who thought that was a good idea?
What?
Right, this dude, he was really depressed and he had read some articles about how, magical shrooms make you feel better, which, they do. However, he decided to brew them into a tea and he injected them into his bloodstream. Well,
Wah, wah, wah.
yeah, right, as it's a
Yeah,
freaking
man.
fungus, it then started to grow
Who
in his
decides to
blood.
do that? Like,
I-
this trip
listen,
is so good, man. I
I've-
think I'm gonna inject it. Like, who does that even? Who even does that? Like when they're high on mushrooms? Like that is the weirdest.
I don't
I've
know,
ever
but
heard
I'm
of.
sure I know that there are places where they have approved like everything from freaking ketamine to shrooms as experimental treatments for depression. Go to a doctor, don't inject You don't inject the shrooms, man. Who does that?
Right?
They really were growing in his blood. That's freaking nuts. I don't know.
Does he stay high though? That's what I'm wondering. Like, does he have like
he got really, really sick?
pineal gland intensifies? Like, you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no. He was growing shrooms. Probably, I don't even know if across the blood-brain barrier. Can you imagine you growing mushrooms in your brain? Like, what the hell? Right?
Hey,
I mean, no, he didn't even.
Planet Mike could use some of that, you know, wake them all up or something.
No, this dude didn't even get the trip. He was just sick.
Oh,
you know, and then he goes to the
hospital.
hospital.
So don't shoot mushrooms and
do not inject the shrooms.
Yeah, and if you get invited to a MAGA rally anywhere near any state capital anytime soon, it's not a MAGA rally, so don't go. Stay home.
Right.
All right.
Stay home.
Right. Calculations show it'll be impossible to control a super intelligent AI. You think?
Right? Like we didn't know that. Remember
really?
we did an article a couple of weeks ago about how the AI is now smart enough to know how to tell you when it can't be trusted. Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, now apparently they've done some studies and they've decided, like I said, they've decided
it's a bad idea. Right.
Yeah,
like, I could have told you that.
Right? Like we didn't even need studies for that. Like,
no,
have you not
it's
watched?
common sense.
I mean,
right.
You don't know about Skynet?
Right.
It suggests that you know, if we're not going to use it to solve that, we can't predict how it will view the problems that we input or the potential variables that it adds on to the problems that we input. We just can't. We're not smart enough to think ahead of how the AI will perceive the input that we give it. So how can we control? Well, we don't even understand how it's coming to the conclusions it's coming to. But we already knew this. Skynet, man.
Why do we even have to do that? Like, I'm hoping I'm manifesting that timeline where we just go in reverse. Like, we get the good technology, the old technology gets taken out. Yeah, and we get to just live at one with each other and creation and the animals and stuff.
That'd
be
great.
You guys can eat them. I'm cool with that. Just thank them and stuff before you do. And
I thank them before I eat them.
That's cool. But I won't. But you can. That's cool. And
I eat them.
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, just treat them well before you do so. And
right.
Yeah. So
we just need a kinder, gentler society.
I'm the same person that brought chickens in the house because I thought they were cold. And I brought them.
I bet you did.
I did. I brought them in the kitchen and I woke up in the morning and the kitchen was a mess. But
no.
I was concerned that the chickens were cold and they were going to freeze. So I brought them in the kitchen. Right?
I hate to see any creatures
like
suffering or sad.
Can you imagine being my dude? You're like, what did you do? She brought the chickens in the house. You know what I mean? Can you imagine this kind of stuff that I would do? It's terrible. But anyway, that's me. All right, so where are Gates? We are at where is Bill Gates? Yeah.
Bill Gates?
We're at Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates.
Bill
Gates becomes top US farmland owner, right? This guy, dude.
Guy.
Tell him this is your deal, so you go ahead and preach and you go ahead and tell him what's up.
This is one of my favorite people to hate, right up there with Klaus Schwab. And I am working on a video on my channel about this guy right now, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Not only has he been working with like Harvard to dim the sun, because that's a freaking great idea. He's put GMO mosquitoes with Oxitec in Brazil, and now they're releasing them in Texas and Florida, like as if the first time didn't mess up. Let me tell you what happened with the first time. Right? Oh. The mosquitoes were supposed to breed with the native population and then just kind of die off quicker. They made like freaking super mosquitoes, right? And then got approved to do that same mess in Florida and Texas. So that's great. Well, now we know how his ties with Monsanto. We know the dude, he's like literally, we know about, we know what's going on with the Rona and Gates. Now he has bought up like 250,000 acres of U.S. farmland. He is the single biggest owner of farmland in the United States. Okay?
They're coming for the food supply, guys.
This is where it gets kind of crazy.
Spoiler alert.
Those of you that still have Twitter, right? If you've been following me on Twitter, you know that I was going on for months about Bill Gates' investment in lab meat.
Hey, right? Matt Smith just said Gates is all 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Hey, I'm telling you, he's at least one of them.
Man,
look,
yes.
He's at least one of them.
I keep saying pestilence,
if not
but
more.
Yes, that makes sense. Yes, he is, man, definitely.
Hey, and by the way, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse changed in the Bible. You remember what it changed
about the Mandela effect? Yes, yes. Apparently pestilence is not a horseman now.
Right. And go listen to the
guys know
Metallica
that?
song. They even say pestilence in the
Yep.
Metallica song. But if you go look
Yep.
in the Bible now, it does not say pestilence anymore.
Nope. Now it's
Even the Bible's
it's
changing.
The conqueror and war, like that's supposed to be something different. And then what? Famine and the pale horse, whatever the other one was.
I
I
forget.
don't remember.
I bet you they
Pestilence is
know.
out as a freaking horseman, which is crazy.
And Cool Breeze just brought up Bezos. That's what I was trying to tell you earlier, Foils. Bezos is buying up the rest of it. We got Bezos.
I don't doubt it.
And Gates
They're both
buying up all the farmland.
Invested in lab.
This is going to go great. Yeah, of course.
Since the beginning of the Rona,
It's
lab
a conspiracy.
Meat, listen,
I know.
the returns on lab meat have gone up like 244%, right? These people are making bank on this fake ass meat.
Hi, Mom.
And then what makes it, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
And then what makes it even crazier is if you've noticed, I don't know, for those of you that were paying attention, we had the plagues of locusts over the past year in, eating up crops in Africa and South America. We saw them pushing the meat shutdowns, the plant, at the meat plants because, oh no, there's Rona in all the meat plants. We got to shut them down. We've had supply line disruptions. Well, now we're having like soybean shortages, right? Which seems kind of odd. China's bought up all of our surplus soybeans. We have none. Soybeans being the primary factor in animal feed, right? They don't want us to have actual animals. They're buying up this farmland so that other people can't farm it.
You should see me when I go to get a veggie burger. Like, just because the place has a veggie
Bruh.
burger doesn't mean I'm partaking. Like, I literally go in there and I'm like,
Don't
who
trust
makes
the heme.
I'm like, who makes your veggie burger? Can I see the box? Like, I'm really that like person. That's why I just don't even order them because I know
They're
how
full of estrogen
but
and
Kate can
stuff
tell
anyway.
you, oh, it's so gross, dude. It happened to me one time. Kate can even tell you. Anybody that was in the restaurant with me that day in Sedona can tell you. They brought me a veggie burger, and I didn't ask because I try not to be, that person.
You know how I feel about
So,
vegetarian
look-
stuff in Sedona.
Right. So look, weren't you there for? I don't know where you were. Oh, I know you were at the hospital or something. So anyway, so they bring me the bread, and I could smell it. I could feel the energy of it. The whole thing. I was like, man, I don't know what this is, but this ain't a veggie burger. Like, and it was one of those fake Gates meat patty.
Yeah, the
fake,
stuff with the fake
fake
blood
meat
stuff.
with the fake.
the
yeah,
heme.
and I
Yeah,
could
the
smell it
heme,
and I could
don't
feel it.
trust
And I
it.
was like, no. I was like, you got to take this back and give me like fries or something. I'm not eating this, So
Gotta
ever
stick with
since
potatoes,
ever
man,
since that
right?
day, like I ask now, I'll peep out the veggie burger ahead of time, or I won't even order it. I'll be like, is it got beans and like recognizable stuff in it or not? Because if it doesn't, it's one
Right.
of them fake Gates burgers, and I ain't eating it. You
Yeah,
know,
can't
don't
nobody
even get it
eat-
near my
nobody-
table. I'll lose my appetite.
Right.
Anyway,
Ain't nobody got time for that. Right. So anyway, Gates is coming for our food supply. I'm gonna do a whole video on it. You guys, if you haven't gone to subscribe to my channel, Loyal to the Foil, Cognitive Dissonance, it's on YouTube. I've got a channel on DLive.
it's linked
I'm gonna
below.
put that video up.
It is
Yeah,
linked-
I'll have that up here shortly.
Yeah.
I just do things whenever I feel like. I don't really have a schedule, so.
No, she doesn't do the schedule.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, that stuff's super gross, dude. It's gross. All right, special SAS unit has been trained to respond to an alien invasion of Earth.
All right, that's all you because I don't even have that article.
Hey, okay. But here's the thing. Can you explain to me what SAS means?
What? I don't know. I don't know. Some kind of special.
Special
response unit,
SA.
apparently.
Look, this is what it says.
on,
But
let
this
me
is the
see,
part
let
I
me
didn't
see.
understand, okay? The SAS have got ET in their sights, the Daily Star Sunday can reveal. The Special Projects Unit of around 20 troopers. Special Projects Unit of around 20
Special Air
troopers.
Service.
Special Air Service. Well, what branch of the military is that?
That's in the UK. These are UK. This is the UK.
Oh, that's
the
why I didn't
ETs in
understand.
the
I was like,
UK,
hold
yes.
on, I don't recognize the SAS. This doesn't make any
Right.
sense. Yeah, well, that would be why. 20 troopers are ready to tackle alternative threats. So, well, hey, the elite soldiers are trained to use non-lethal weapons against a variety of potential threats, including aliens.
Good.
So,
You know I don't trust them. You know how I feel, right?
Foils on
Y'all
the,
better be ready to fight.
all the aliens are demons track, right? Yeah. She's not
I
with-
mean, even
yeah.
if they're not, we should at least be able to defend against them. So
Right.
somebody
Okay,
better be doing
I'll agree
something.
with you on that. They're not
Okay,
all they're not
right,
all
right.
demons, but yeah, we should be able to defend against the ones that are clearly, So the source told us the SAF have to be prepared for anything and any threat that includes everything from terrorists to human bioweapons, where someone has been deliberately infected with a deadly bug, all the way through to alien life form.
Ooh, what about terrorist aliens? That would suck.
I know it sounds bonkers, but the SES train for capture missions for every threat. They can use a range of, this is cool, they can use a range of non-lethal weapons, one of which involves spraying foam which covers a target and hardens rapidly, preventing them
Oh,
from
like
moving.
in Fringe,
Hey,
like the Amber.
can
in
we
Fringe.
do that?
That's awesome.
Can we do that to the deep state first before we arrest them? Can we spray them with that foam and just watch them go and just get stuck?
Bruh,
Yeah.
better not threaten the deep state on YouTube. We might be us in the foam.
Right. Okay.
Right.
That's a bad idea. You could have hit the bait.
No, I'm all for it, but I'm just saying.
But maybe
right.
not say those particular two
Right.
words in a row.
Yeah, sometimes you might want to
You're probably
just
right.
keep certain
See,
things. for
that's what
certain
happens
places.
when I get worked up, Foil. I get worked up. I forget.
Who you
I
telling?
slip. Yeah, I know. We both do it. So anyway, they can use a range of non-lethal weapons, one of which involves spraying foam. Which, great. Where'd you go, Foil?
I'm here.
Oh, are you trying to be slick? Because that wasn't slick. Yeah. So she was hitting her vape, guys. So she was
I can't
trying
help it.
She was trying to be slick right now, but that was not slick at all. Was it slick, guys? Not at all. All right. So anyway, yeah, hitting the foam and it hardens.
Red Pill smokes his vape on camera.
I know. Well, you know, you can go on Red Pill's show and you guys can vape together.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Right.
So troops are understood to have trained alongside U.S. Special Forces in America. I love that. That was so funny. But Red Pill does it on his show.
Yep.
Why are you so mean? How come I can't
You
vape?
are. It's
I don't know.
horrible.
We'll let the people decide. Look, we'll put it out there.
There you
All right,
go.
everybody. Foil can start vaping on the show if I get more people that vote she can vape than she can't
Right.
vape.
Push
So
one
look,
if I can vape.
Okay,
Push two if I can't
push
vape.
1 if she should be allowed to vape.
There you go.
Push 0 if she can't. 1 if she should be
Okay.
allowed to. 0 if she shouldn't be allowed to.
I'm totally voting.
I'm waiting right now. I'm putting my 0 in. I don't think she should be allowed to vape. So far, you're doing good. You've got a bunch of ones. You're
Lotus
winning.
Vote says one. Mikey
You're
says
winning.
one.
Yep,
Right? Look
you're
at that.
winning.
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
you're getting smoking gifts
thanks,
too.
guys.
Oh, they're gonna let you vape.
Awesome.
Good, and then I can
Ha.
blame it on them. Yeah, but she vapes because you guys said she could vape, so now she vapes.
I'll hit the mute button so you don't have to hear me vape. How
Oh,
about
look,
that?
I got one friend that gave me a 0. Oh, I got a couple zeros. Nice. All right. Thanks, guys.
right.
I
Roll
won't
a
be
big
hurt.
one,
I won't be
right.
hurt either way. But yeah, it's clearly looking like you're winning
Jace,
here.
you're a hater.
Suitor just
right?
gave you like 25 ones. Somebody gave you a 3. I don't know what that means. You can vape and smoke other things, or I don't know. What, yeah.
IDGAF.
Yeah,
right?
I think
Yay.
I think I probably got about 15% of the vote here, and you got
Michael
about
Perkins,
85.
that's not fair, right? You don't get to vote 27 times. This ain't Dominion. We're not using Dominion to calculate my vaping odds,
All right,
man.
so congratulations. Foil now gets to vape during Space Force News, right?
Only if I do vape tricks. I will learn some, Keystone. I will learn some.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to be like that, I don't want to be like, whatever.
Mein Fuhrer.
I'm too right. I'm too uptight. I know, I am. But, just trying to do it right, Foil. I don't know.
It's all good.
But now you can vape. Now Foil can vape.
Right?
So, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
So you guys just made it so that
Right.
Foil can vape. So go ahead and hit your vape, Foil, just to celebrate the fact that you could vape now. I'm going to have to get used to that sound.
I'll hit the mute button.
You
But I'm
don't,
stoked.
you don't got to do all that. It's cool. You know what I mean? I love you, Foil. They love you.
I love you too.
It's okay.
It's a big love fest.
Yeah, there's no judgment here.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you vape or not, or don't vape.
They changed all the votes to 1. No, Jace.
Maybe I'm just hating because I don't vape and I can't.
Maybe I'll buy you a vape.
I'm not going to
Then you don't have to smoke cigarettes.
No, I don't need to start vaping. That's a bad idea. Okay, well, we need to get to the UFOs here. We're
UFO
running out of
videos.
time. We're going way over the
Bring it.
time schedule here. So yeah, these
You're the one
guys,
with the schedules.
they got the
You know me. I'm down for whatever, whenever. Like,
right, pretty much. If aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans.
No,
in
it did
2018,
not.
it emerged the British defense experts had spent 50 years trying to catch a UFO so they could use the technology to build new super weapons.
Good
Declassified
for them.
files show that the government feared China or the Soviet Union had impounded a UFO and were using its secrets to develop super fast warplanes. No, you don't
Yeah,
say.
who'd have thunk that?
No,
Right?
you don't think they
They'd
captured
never
a
do
UFO
that,
and they back engineered it? No, come on, man.
Who does that?
Come
Nobody
on,
does
man. Yeah,
Right.
no way.
Lion, dog face, pony soldiers.
Right? Okay, so in other
Right.
news, the Black Vault releases trove of CIA's classified UFO documents. That's what I was referring to earlier. that I've started to dig into and hope that others will join me. That is when everything's not so crazy.
Oh, this isn't the. I will post the one with the link to all of the documents.
I have the link to all the documents.
No, if you click where
it's
it
in
says
my
the Black
Discord.
Vault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't click on Twitter because don't have a Twitter anymore. But you know what? I don't even really care. You know that? Like, I don't.
Are you free?
It changes your life, though. It really does. Like, before I started my podcast, I was a digital soldier for some years. And that was what I did every day. That was how I contributed to the movement, right? And then I started doing this stuff and I stopped doing that as much, right? But it still feels weird to not have a Twitter account. It's like, I don't know, like somebody just dragged you off the battlefield. Like, oh, you're leaving now. I'm like, okay.
You are still here, fam. You are here.
Okay. So, all right, whatever you say. So,
right.
All right, so on to the most fun part of the show.
Right,
Disclosure,
the
high
videos.
strangeness, and UFOs.
Right.
All right, so where should we start?
At the beginning.
Why don't you hit your vape, Foil? Glowing object over Hollywood, Florida, January 12, 2021. This comes from UFO Sightings Daily. Shout out to Scott. And here we go. Is the sound on? Yeah, the sound's on.
This one's trippy.
All right, here we go. This is Foil picked this one. So if you hate it, you can blame her.
Don't you?
I'm just
aim
kidding.
them at me.
This one's cool. No, this one's cool.
This one is cool.
This one is-
I haven't seen one like this.
Я вижу.
Она большая, красивая, только сейчас облаками закрыта.
А что это?
It's crazy. They're in Florida, but it sounds like they're speaking Russian to me.
I don't know.
Not that there aren't Russians
But
in
that
Florida,
is a
but-
super cool UFO.
Isn't that nifty?
Яркая.
Yeah, that sounds like Russian to me. Hey, Keystone, she's technical support. She's the translator. Is that Russian? We need to know.
Хоть что-то засняла? А что это такое?
I wish I knew what they were saying. Hey, Keystone, translate for us.
Я думала,
She speak Russian?
этой ракеты, в смысле,
They sound really calm, though, considering what's happening there. They're like,
I'd be like, oh my god!
see, they're
Get
like,
to the bunker!
that's a cool UFO, though,
Isn't it?
right?
I've never
Look at
seen
that.
such a colorful one, right?
А, ты
I like
думаешь,
that one.
нас
It's
сейчас
just chilling.
унесет? Мы только единственное-то смотрим на него. Вдруг нас сейчас так ничего.
Suiterbug says that's a. Oh, we don't know. I see a question mark. That we don't know if
Ну да,
it's
давай.
TR3B. We don't know what it is, but it's
No,
colorful.
that doesn't appear to be one of those to me.
Ты понимаешь, что что-то экстраординарное, я к тебе прибежала.
Ну да.
If you guys want to see what a legit TR3B looks like on camera, go to my YouTube channel and look for the UFO video on there. There's two of them.
DB says there are a lot of Russians in Florida. I believe that.
Oh, there is? I didn't know that. A lot of Russians in Florida?
A lot of Russians in New York.
Well, you learn something new every day. All right, let's see. Yes, there are a lot in New York. That is true.
Keystone says it is Russian.
It is Russian. Well, thank you for the confirmation. Now we need you to translate, Keystone.
Right.
Yeah.
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah, we're
Let
gonna
us
need
know
you to
how that works
translate.
out. Right.
Okay, so let's check this guy out here. This one doesn't have a timestamp, right? Let's see this guy.
I don't know. I would have put it there. I think.
Yeah, I don't think this one has a timestamp.
Oh no. That's from the beginning. I don't know what that is.
Who is this coming to us from? This is
Scott.
Scott at UFO Sightings Daily. Yeah, we love his channel.
Hmm.
All right. What is that?
I don't know what
know.
it is. It's
You don't
moving
know either.
fast.
Look at that.
You know what it looks like? You know what it looks like?
It
Look.
looks like a bat right
It
there.
looks like
but
the
wait, it
Batman. Here
changes-
comes Batman.
I
Right?
am the Batman, right?
Right?
It changes shape though. Like it's weird. I don't know. It's weird,
Maybe this is what Trump does by night, you know?
right? I told you.
That's what I would
That's
do if I
entirely
was that rich.
Possible.
Why not?
Like it. It
I
doesn't
think
look
it's like
a
one of those
bird
things they fly on
gliding.
them drones, maybe. That's so far up.
That ain't a drone, bro.
Yeah, right. That don't look
You think it looks
nothing
like
like a
legs, Tiffany?
drone.
Then what the heck could it be?
We don't know,
And
sir.
cognitive dissonance is a mother, ain't it? Right? Like, what is it? It can't be any. What could? It's a drone, right? Right?
No.
No.
No,
it
that is not
ain't
a
a
drone,
drone.
man.
That's
We
not
don't
like
know
it's
what the
got
hell
red
it
on
is.
it. It's got white and black.
I want to see his
I
mental,
can't
mental
say it's a
process
kite.
here.
Maybe it's a parachuter.
Maybe it's a parachuter.
Right.
Maybe it's a kite.
You see a parachute, sir.
I don't know
There's
what it
no
is.
freaking parachute.
It's
right?
shimmering, man. It is not a kite.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's moving fast.
Windsuit, somebody said. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But he's just hanging there, though.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's like, it's stationary.
It looked like, look, it looks like the little mini Batmobile,
It
the
looks
little
like
flying
the Batman,
Batmobile
right?
that he flies in the little flying
The Batwing.
and the Batwing. That's
I think it's like one of them little things that they fly on them drones. Maybe that's so far up.
Oh, man, I say Batwing. I think it's the Batwing. It looks like the Batwing. I mean, you know, it does.
Debbie says, Debbie
Looks like
Rouse said
legs
the video
tipping.
looks totally different on D-Live
Then
than
what
on
the heck
here.
could
I
it
wonder
be?
why.
What looks different? Oh, the UFO?
Debbie Rouse said the video looks different on D-Live than it does
Well,
on here.
Well, we'll have to check that out.
Right?
It's a
Jetpack
jetpack,
Man.
man. Yeah.
I considered that.
Jetpack, right? Well, let's finish watching the video, see if it changes.
Hey. That's not like it's got red on it. It's got white and black. I can't say it's a kite. Maybe it's a parachuter.
Right? He just can't. Yeah, he's like,
we don't
maybe
know.
it's- We don't. I don't know what it is.
That's why it is unidentified, right?
Right.
Who knows?
All right. So this. Whoa. What's that?
They foresaw earth-shattering wars.
Whoops. All right. So this one. Does this one have a timestamp? I don't think so. Does it? Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
even
this
know
one
what.
does. Which one is this? I think I'm missing one. No, that
You
one's got 10
added
minutes. No, okay.
the moon wheelies.
This one's got 510. No, this one's saved.
Yeah,
where it's supposed
yeah,
to
that's
be.
the
All right,
stamp.
this is the huge diamond triangle in the sky. This comes via Mr. MBB333. Did I add enough threes on that?
That was enough threes. That
I
was
did?
very good.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
Right.
I appreciate it. All right.
Woohoo.
On to West Palm Beach, Florida, where Darian was describing a triangle shape in the sky. Kind of looks like a diamond. I'll let you guys decide once you see this incredible video footage. Here's the narration that she took while she was driving down the road.
We've seen this a lot lately where they're
Earth
cloaking
is
themselves in
ghetto,
clouds.
I wanna leave.
Right?
Yeah. Biden gets inaugurated, I wanna leave.
This thing looks like it has multiple dimensions. Check this out. Okay, she's just driving down the road, and I got this in a different format because it really reveals, you're going to see what look like lines going through the center of that triangle shape in the sky, giving it almost a diamond appearance. If you could see the upper half that's behind the cloud.
I missed it.
She was describing
Hold on.
a triangle
I wanna see it,
shape
I
in the
missed it.
sky. Kind of looks like a diamond. I'll let you guys decide
You went all the way
once
back
you
to
see
the
this
beginning.
incredible video footage. Here's the narration that she took while she was driving down
Trying
the
to
road.
see the triangle in the sky.
Lucy in the sky.
With diamond triangles, as we were gonna change it.
Right?
Oh, it's like
You
a
can
cloud
almost see it right
triangle.
there, yeah.
It's like a cloud. Okay,
This thing
I
looks
see.
like it
A
has
cow triangle?
multiple
Yeah, like
dimensions.
a
Check this
cloud-
out.
cloud
Okay, she's
triangle.
just driving down the road. And I got this in a different format because it really reveals, you're going to see what look like lines going through the center of that triangle
Ooh,
shape in
what's
the
that?
sky,
That's
giving
weird.
it almost a diamond appearance. If you could see the upper half that's behind the cloud. She was describing it based off of what she can see right there. Looks like a triangle just hanging
Who did
in
that,
the
right?
clouds.
Hey, that's what a triangle looks like, in case you were wondering. That's
Right?
yeah, that's what it looks like. Diamond. That's what a diamond
Unbelievable.
looks like.
Here's another format.
Unbelievable.
Same exact video. She's driving down the road. Had the presence of mind to notice
I love when he
something out
narrates
of
these
place
things.
up in the sky.
He sounds like a
This
really
one
good
here also
meteorologist.
reveals the,
Right?
the very obvious lines
perfect
in the
voice
middle
for it.
Yeah, I
of
love
what
him.
looks like a triangle craft just parked in the sky
Yeah.
near West Palm Beach, Florida. Here,
Yeah, that looks like some weird cloaking stuff to me. It's
They
just-
do that with the clouds all the time.
Yeah, they
like,
do.
He's
They
had
do.
video after video recently of this.
They
same...
can, which it's got to be a different technology too, then, because they can project. And I know because I've seen them do it. They can project the sky behind them in front of the ship, so that's why you don't
I
see
really
'em.
like your theory about the people that post. Thanks, Spears. We appreciate that. I really like your theory about the when people put the videos, they say it's a glitch in the matrix and there's a plane stopped in the sky, that maybe they're just projecting the image of a plane, but they're hovering.
Yeah, they have
like,
really advanced hologram tech. But this is like a different cloaking than when they project the sky behind them in front of them. That's like a different cloaking technology.
I don't know. Maybe they draw water moisture to kind of form like a vapor to look like a cloud.
I don't know how they do the cloud cloaking tech, but they do it. I mean, but I don't know how it works. I wish somebody could come educate me on it. Here,
I slow it down so you can see the lines going through what looks like a triangle craft. There you can totally tell. And that's what I meant by a three-dimensional object. Right? Sometimes we'll see triangle-shaped clouds or voids in the sky.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
HRM says they call that a wind shear.
A wind shear? Mm-hmm. So he doesn't believe that it's a spaceship?
No.
Okay.
He also said that the one was a kite. It might be. The other one might have been a kite.
A kite and wind shear?
The guy.
That's possible.
Well, no. The guy that was like, I don't know what that is. That looked like a drone. That might have been a kite.
I think that was a kite, but maybe. I mean, you couldn't tell how high up it was, right?
No, and it was. I mean,
all the UFOs I've ever experienced and seen, that they don't really look like that. But I've heard of other people saying. I have a friend who I won't name that had a UFO show up that looked like a refrigerator, and they shapeshift. I'm serious.
Like, you guys, they picked the wrong projection button.
Sometimes
like,
I think
guys,
maybe too, like
there.
you see what they think you'll accept, maybe, or I don't. It's all so weird, and there's so much to it that it's hard to know, right? So look at this. Somebody's doing wheelies on the moon, you guys.
This is good.
We got wheelies on the moon. I don't know what's going on here. This is weird though, and so let's check it out.
Leaving tracks, and that's not from some impact crater or rock, space rock that landed on the surface of the moon. In fact, if you follow these tracks right up here, it leads to that very bright spot right there that looks like possibly some sort of vehicle, because it's
what is that?
Right in the middle of those tracks.
What is that?
See the tracks right there? Let me try
to
go in a little tighter.
Doesn't he get in closer?
Look, what is that? And then look, what is that? But then there's some more bright stuff over here.
I mean, maybe they have put, like, maybe they blanked those pixels out.
There's bright stuff right here. There's bright stuff right here. So, like,
maybe they blanked out those pixels, but they left the tracks.
There's wheelies just going round and round. And look, I could say, okay, maybe it's a creature or whatever like that. But look, it's clearly like two wheels here. Like a wheel track.
Doesn't he gets in closer, you can see.
Right.
At some point, doesn't he?
Right there. It's right in the middle of those tracks.
Right.
And then you come over here, in the middle of all of this activity. Look.
I mean, you can.
Whoever it is has been going around in circles, and you can. The thought occurred. Okay, maybe it's a creature, right? So it's a creature, and it scoots around. It goes in the lives in the
tardigrades have suddenly become huge and started.
Right, but it's
maybe.
But the track is like it's like
swoopy. Right, they're all over the place.
I wish we could zoom in and see the tracks. Like, what?
Maybe they were drunk. He does at some point. I saw that earlier.
Right, well,
he does at
You
some
got
point.
something right there. Actually, there's multiple things right there that look similar to this up here.
It's Elon.
Tracks all over the place.
Right.
He's up there in his dune buggy, just
something here.
I mean, you can see the two.
What is that?
What
is that? What is that?
All the way down to here.
What's
Looks
that?
like there could be something there. Don't know for sure. But it took a long time for this to even upload or download to where it was visible. When I first went here,
Where are they going? You know what I mean? Like,
they're probably drunk. I mean, what else is there to do up there?
I don't know where they're getting liquor on the moon.
Didn't zoom in at all. But this area here, you can clearly see there's been something driving around on the surface of the moon.
Logical.
And this is on the Earth-facing side of the moon.
I'm not going to the moon with
that
nothing.
There's activity or maybe a base on the back side of the moon, but not on the Earth-facing side.
Yeah,
at
this
least
is on
not
the
that
Earth
I know
side of the moon.
Clearly, something there. How old that is, I have no idea. But it looks like to me there's something still in the tracks here.
Now I don't go looking at the moon all the time. But is this normal to have these little bright spots just?
I don't know. That look.
Random?
Maybe they removed those pixels, but they left the tracks.
Well, I mean, I'd have to go looking around the moon to see if that's
You know,
something they
Google-
commonly do.
Google
Because
moon and
if
Google
that's
Earth,
what they
hide
do,
stuff all the time.
if that's what they do, then they could likely be covering some sort of small, vehicle or a small
golf cart,
base,
ATV.
Right, golf cart. Only logical. Yeah, a moon golf cart. Right.
Trump is building his next golf course up there.
Yeah, it's got to be it.
Right.
And over
Mar-a-Lago version 2.
A great find, and I'm going to go to the other location whenever I can find that location. But this one here was a little tough to get to because it took, actually, like I said, a whole day for this to come into a crystal clear perspective to where I could even zoom in. And then this here looks like a roll cloud up in the sky, but that's just a trick of light. You can see there's a ridge there that goes down. I don't know, that's an elevation, probably a couple thousand feet maybe, I don't know. But the top part of that looks white and narrow like a roll cloud.
I don't know, but they need to start showing us what's on the moon. Look, how do they think this is going to work out for them? Look, they're going to start taking people up in their rockets to the moon.
They plan on putting like places you can stay and like casinos and whatnot.
Yeah,
like,
at what
for
point?
Space tourism.
I mean, how do I understand that everything's cloaked, but really, like at that point, how do you control the narrative when you have people in a rocket?
They don't. At that point, they'll have had to have said something.
They're gonna have to start disclosing that there's stuff on the moon, and like and they're gonna have to. That's why it's coming. I think they can't. Like there's people going to space now really soon. And there's people like going to Mars really soon. So they have no choice. They have to start disclosing stuff. And I've noticed that it's in the mass consciousness that we're going to get some kind of massive disclosure in 2021. Like I've heard this from so many people and seen that it's just in the consciousness, right? So
I mean,
I don't know,
maybe
we will, you know? Maybe we will. Thank you to the mods for doing such an amazing job, you guys. I really, really appreciate you. We appreciate you very much. And to the people that support us and everybody.
We love you.
We love doing Space Force News. It's such a pleasure for us to do. Okay, so what do we have left? I think that's it for high strangeness and UFOs. So quickly, the Schumann. We're not seeing anything too exciting in that direction. Don't have any crazy whiteouts.
No, we did. I wonder. We did have some serious earthquakes this week. And there were some whiteouts earlier in the week.
Why didn't we?
I wonder. I'd have to. Well, I said something before the show.
Get on it, Foil. Get on it. All right. Right. So okay. So space weather. A and B flares. It's nothing to speak of. Yeah, there's not really anything alarming going on. That's pretty much all we really check for, is anything that's like super alarming, like there's a flare headed our way or a geomagnetic storm. Yeah. So really not much to go over there. Okay, so as far as I keep mentioning what Kate and I are going to do. I got to empty the chest. I can't forget to empty the chest for D-Live.
You better empty the chest.
Yeah, so I think, granted, no crazy news comes out. We both get distracted. But I'm pretty sure that Tuesday night after her live will probably go on my channel, but it'll be on my D-Live and Foxhole. Mm-hmm. We're going to go on and do our little surprise thing. And it's going to be like a party-esque kind of thing. So see, that's the problem with it, because it's like a party, and things could change rapidly, and people could not be in a party mood. So granted, everything's cool on Tuesday, and a party mood is where we're at, then Kate and I will be on my D-Live and Foxhole after her live Tuesday night. I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Are we going to be doing the live at 5 thing again?
I don't plan on it, but we need to get Conspiracy Couch together.
Man, we totally.
You know how many people have told me we want Conspiracy Cat? Bring back Conspiracy Cat. Yeah, they're pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
We could take it off of YouTube and we could say whatever.
Right.
That'd be great.
We could, and we should. Right. So let's get that done. I think that's important. All right. So tomorrow night, Journey to Truth is going to have Laura Eisenhower on 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. That's on Journey to Truth YouTube channel. You'll want to check that out. That should be really good. This Wednesday, I do live interviews on Wednesday nights on my channel at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. This week will be SFCCJ. Topic will be his contact event. He had a really close contact experience. He's active duty military, so his identity is going to be a bit hidden. But he had a really close contact experience. As a result of this experience that he had, he started getting ET binary codes that then Dr. Horace Drew, also known as Red Collie, translated. And anyway, it's a really amazing story. he started getting downloads from ET, and Dr. Drew decoded them. So he'll be sharing his story and all that with us on Wednesday night, 6:30. Let me empty the chest on D Live before
give these people their
yeah, they'll get
I don't
mad.
even know what does it do? I don't even know what
mad.
it does.
Just like you
Give
got me
them
saying,
whatever.
big mad now. You know.
Big mad.
Big
right?
mad. Yeah. All right. So hold on. Let me.
They're
I gotta mute it. Okay. Where's the chest?
Yep.
There it is. So I just click on it, right? Click on the chest.
Assume so.
There we go. And then I distribute the rewards. All right, guys. There's your rewards.
Oh, look at that.
28 seconds. Now distributing rewards.
All right. What do you do? Click on it. I'm collecting. What is this? How does that even work?
I don't know. But why don't you try it out? See if you can get some rewards. See if I don't even know how that works. I'd like to know.
I have no idea. Yeah. We hope it does something cool though. That'd be great. We don't know.
Yeah, they know what it does, and they're excited
right?
about it. Yeah, that's all that matters.
All right, that's all that matters.
All right, so well, it looks like the rewards are distributed now. I'm pretty sure.
Guys,
let me know
please.
if you got the rewards in there. Okay, so let me get out of this real quick.
Is it all good?
I'm trying to think how I end that. Okay, yeah, I know what to do. Okay, we're good.
All right, guys, like, share, subscribe,
Wait,
please.
1 second. Thank you to the mods. Thank you so much.
We
for your
love
help.
you.
You guys are wonderful. We love you. And thank you for all the people who donated on YouTube and D Live tonight. We really appreciate your support. And Foil, take it away.
Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us. Well, follow me on Twitter. We're gonna figure out Alara.
Follow loyal to the left Foil on Twitter. Her account's lit.
Loyal to the left Foil. Yes, that would be me on Twitter. The links are in the description below. You can donate to Space Force News Live at loyaltothefoil.com. Just put a little note that it is for Space Force News specifically. That's also in the description below. Make sure to meet us here next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, for another awesome episode of Space Force News Live. Keep your eyes in the skies and stay loyal.
We are your news in this dimension and the next. Good night, space peeps. We love you.